Well, good Thursday evening to everyone. It's been a pretty good week so far.
Not too bad.
Been pretty
Not too
good
bad.
this week. Hope everyone has been having a good week so far. I want to first address a situation that's going to be coming up in the video this weekend that we did last weekend. We have gone over and over and over several times on the EVPs that we did, and only heard the few things that came out on the video when we had the spirit box going. Again, if you may notice or hear something when you're watching the video, please let us know. And there's still that part that's in the video that I didn't cut out where I made a little boo-boo, I guess. But part of that video we didn't really talk too much about.
Okay.
When it gets near the end of the video, there's 3 stones that are like pillar shaped.
Like a what do they call them? An
Obelisk.
obelisk.
But we didn't really talk too much about them. We didn't really know too much about them until we came home and did some research too. But they are a mother, father, and son that is buried under those stones. Now Michelle did say that she was pretty sure that stones used to have a chain on them, which is probably just part of that saying that's on the 3rd stone. The 3rd stone is a confusing part because mom and dad's name is on the 1 stone. Then there's a smaller one in the middle that has the son's name on it. And that one has sort of a finger pointing up to heaven on the top of it. The 3rd stone has also the son's name on it. But it's got like a finger or a hand breaking a chain. And we looked up what this means. The saying above that is, the family is broken. However, there's more to that phrase. So, the family is broken by death, but reunited in heaven.
Yeah.
Which is a better way to look at it than what we almost thought was like either a big family war or something that...
Well, I don't think I thought it was a family war. I think I kind of got it. I mean, I was Presbyterian myself for a while, so I kind of understand that thought process. That being a Presbyterian cemetery and Scottish, I kind of have small understanding of some of those customs, but
even so, I mean, that was a nice cemetery. I didn't mind going out there and checking it. I mean,
Okay.
it's really out of the way. I mean, really out of the way. I mean, it's like way back out in the middle of God knows where.
as is much of this part of Ohio, though.
Yeah. Just like the one we're about to go to this weekend. Down at Dickerson Church Cemetery. And the rumor there is supposedly the Civil War soldier's statue, his head turns because his sword was broken, stolen, vandalized, somehow vandalized.
His head turns. I'm going to be buried next to him, probably, because I will have a heart attack for sure.
No, you'll be there alone because the minute I see his head turn, I'm in the car and I'm gone.
Be like that movie.
I'm gone.
What was that movie? It was like a Greek movie, Clash of the Titans, where the statues' heads would blink and come to life, and that'll be what it's like.
So anywho, that's what the plans are this weekend at least. Clash of the Titans.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
The first
but,
one, the second one.
But I do not think the statue is going to grow the head of Maggie Smith on it and start talking to us.
Cool?
I mean,
who's Maggie Smith?
I'm sort of wondering if it's just because of, well, you know how there's even certain paintings where it just feels like the eyes move and follow you. And really, it's nothing more than just because of the angle, the lighting, or whatever.
Well, that's supposed to be, I always heard, that was a good artist if the eyes looked like they followed you no matter where you were. That was a true sign of a great artist. I don't know, I can't draw, so.
But, yeah, so I'm going to be really interested to see what we can find out of the church cemetery this weekend.
Okay.
Plus, we may have to go to Medina.
Medina?
No.
That's
Minerva.
Minerva.
Yeah. I'm still learning Ohio.
6 years later.
Yeah. You've had me like almost all over this whole. Well, there's still a few places we'd like to go to at some point in this state, but
yeah,
that's further west.
Well, we want to go see the museum, the Air and Space Museum, or whatever, the Airplane Museum in Dayton. I've never been there. You've never been there. I've never been to Snake Mound either in Southern Ohio.
And you want to go see your like all-time ultimate favorite person from TV, and Dora.
Absolutely, she's in Dayton too.
So yeah, there's still some parts of the state we haven't seen yet, but you know, as far as I know, I'm not dying tomorrow.
Hope not.
So let's see here. What's everybody's plans for the weekend? You know, how excited are you for Halloween coming up here? You know, God, you know, well, we're only in the first week.
Yeah, it's only the 5th. We got a minute. But it goes fast. It goes fast.
It does. That's sort of what brought us to this series of videos that we're doing, is a lot of ghost legends and lore and stuff like that. The third one of this series I'm looking forward to, though, also.
Okay.
The story of...
Egypt Valley?
Yeah, down in Egypt Valley.
So we had read about that a couple years ago, and we never went. I think when your nephew lived here, we planned on going. Something happened. We just never, I think the way I worked, or the way you worked, or the way we all worked, and we never made it there. So we're finally going to go.
I don't know if we're going to find the spot supposedly where this lady was killed. Now, rumors have it that supposedly the guy who killed her, his spirit is either detected or seen at her grave, or...
Do we know why he killed her? Was it a jealousy thing? Was it, what was it?
Or a few miles up the road, back in the woods, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house and all that crap. And I'm hoping it's a marker along the road because I'm not traipsing through the woods to go find the spot. But where the marker on Google Maps shows it is like you go backtrack up this road, turn this way, then you walk 20 miles down in the woods.
No, we're too old for that.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Not in shape yet.
Nope, not doing it. No.
Not in shape yet.
But yeah. From what I understand, from what I remember reading on the webpage about this, he was infatuated with her. But after hiding behind a fence post, killing her and leaving her body in a ditch, he had attempted or had succeeded at killing a few other people, had a couple attempts of suicide, and then finally died of natural causes or something. But
Hopefully in prison.
I don't know. Part of his excuse was that he was drunk. And so he tried to get liquor banned. I mean, you know, bully for you, dude. I mean, you know, you're going to try to get liquor banned. In the meantime, you've murdered and probably mutilated how many other people? Yeah, let's.
So this is in Belmont County,
Belmont County.
in an area called Egypt Valley, right? Egypt
I
Valley.
just know it's Belmont County. You know the valleys and.
I mean, it's like headed towards Barnesville, that way.
Mm.
I think it was, if I remember right, an area that was a town at one time, just like a lot of these little towns around Ohio, and they strip mined it. There might be a few houses and such down there. I mean, it's been probably decades since I've been down that way. Really. So we'll get
It'll
to
be a nice
explore
little
it
road
together.
trip, though. It'll
Yeah,
be
it
a
will
nice
be.
little road trip.
Will be.
I mean, you know, it's one thing when you travel down that direction for work.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really get time to pay attention to this and that or everything. So to get down there on a day off and drive around and check some of that out, that would be. Yeah. And I'm sure there's a few other areas. I know one that I don't know for sure where it happened. The lady on the horse, or the lady that was, okay, supposedly this lady from West Virginia. I could be wrong. But she was in love with a gentleman in Belmont County, and supposedly one night, without her father and them knowing, got into a carriage and snuck off in the middle of the night.
The trolley.
During the running away to meet her true love, a storm came up, spooked the horses. She fell out of the wagon and died. I don't know if she was beheaded at that point or what, but supposedly on stormy nights, people claim on that stretch of Route 40, is it?
Is that the National Road?
I guess.
Probably. National Road.
Supposedly there's a part of that stretch where she can be seen on a stormy night riding a spirited horse headless.
So it's kind of like the Headless Horseman, but with a female.
Yeah. Well, no, she isn't out for your head or anything like he was.
She just don't have one.
She just doesn't have one, and she's...
So one can say she lost her head. See, I haven't heard this one. I'm gonna have to read up on this. So that's probably back in the day
Please
when the
tell me
Ohio
more.
River was probably no deeper than Beaver Creek, and yes, that is true because my grandmother, my great grandmother, used to walk to West Virginia across the river. She died at 95 and she was 102, so before they put the dams in and started digging it to make it navigable, in the summer it would dry up and you could go across. So I guess if she was coming from Wheeling, and that might make sense.
Well, see, like I said, they didn't say exactly where she was coming from.
Well, she's in
Or
West Virginia, you have to be.
Well, at least I can't remember. It's that time of the day, kids. I've worked today, and I'm like, my brain does remember some things, but it's to the point right now where I have no idea. But yeah, I think she was from West Virginia. That, how? You didn't have TikTok or anything like that back then. So how in God's name would she have come across someone from Bel? I'm gonna read into this. Trust me, I'm gonna find out this information.
Well, Wheeling
And
was
before we make this little road trip, I'll have the whole story.
Wheeling was probably a bigger town, definitely. You know, what's across from it there is not quite. Is that St. Clairsville there across or Bel Air? Bel Air, I think. So it's Bel Air's nothing. I mean, it's a small town. So maybe there was trade back and forth. Maybe he, whenever they would get something, who knows?
Who knows? But we'll find out and have the whole story before we go down there.
So
now, are we going to try to find that stretch of road? I doubt it because people just drive like flipping idiots.
Well, the National Road, we were on that when we went down to the Veterans Hospital. That's the National Road that way.
We'll still have to think into that. Well, although it is Ohio, it could storm any minute. Who knows?
Storm, snow, tornado,
Earthquake.
all of it in the same day.
In 2 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Oh my. So, I think that's about everything we wanted to touch base about.
So I
to
cut
make
grass,
sure-
I hopefully for the last time today.
Yeah, but did you empty the lawnmower though?
I did finally. So like I had this much gas to cut all our property. This stupid thing would not run out of gas. I mean, there's fumes. I'm opening the thing. There's no gas in there because we like to have it empty, you know, to store the lawnmower. And it just keeps running and keeps running and keeps running. I'm literally just standing out there with my hand on it. So finally that's done. I'm sure the neighbors will continue to, because our neighbors, they're obsessed with grass and they cut like every day, pretty much. So, but I'm done. I'm done.
In the rain.
Yes, we have seen it in the rain. That is not an exaggeration. Because by God, if it's grass cutting,
I seriously hope when the time comes and we reach retirement age, I want to seriously hope we have more of a life than, oh, that blade of grass grew about half an inch. I got to go out there and cut the whole yard now.
That's crazy. Yeah, if I get that way, just shoot me and put me out of my misery. I mean, I like a nice yard. I like my yard to look nice, but no. I am not about to be that
Ridiculous.
obsessed.
But we do want to welcome new subscribers. Our channel has really picked up quite a bit.
Yes. Thank you.
So thank you for subscribing and joining us. Sort of picked a pretty good time to come on. I mean, with this new Ghost Hunttober series taking place.
And don't be afraid to comment below. Tell us, you may not be from Ohio. Tell us what your favorite legend, myth is, whether you believe or don't believe. And, you know, it's just that time of the year. If you're a believer, great. If not, it's still fun because it's Halloween time. So comment below what your favorite legend is.
So, yes, welcome to the new subscribers. We always are thankful for the ones that have been with us since the beginning of the channel. And hey, tell your friends about us, hit that like and subscribe. And stay tuned this weekend for the Beach Spring Cemetery.
No. Yes, Beach Spring.
And then next weekend will be Dickerson's Church Cemetery. But we'll be filming it this weekend, so
That's it.
Everyone have a great night. We'll see you in the next video. Get off that beaten path.